I took my girlfriend from zero to over $100,000 in profit, not revenue, with the launch of her new course, Her Last Call. You can look it up. She teaches women how to get into sales. And in this video, I'm gonna break down how we did the launch and how you, whether you sell a fitness offer, e-commerce coaching offer, whatever it is that you sell, can do the exact same thing using the Prove framework, okay? And this Prove framework is gonna prove to you whether your offer is gonna do well or not, all right? And the P in Prove framework stands for Pinpoint competitors, okay? And that's exactly what we did with Her Last Call. We knew that this offer was gonna rip because there was a competitor that was already ripping. I highly encourage you to not drop an offer unless you have a competitor that has already proven the concept that you're trying to create, okay? So don't think that you're some genius because you have an offer that no one else has. If you have an offer that no one else has, it's because no one wants to buy that shit, okay? So make sure that you have a competitor that proves that that offer is actually in demand. So again, Pinpoint competitors. If you have no competitors, that means there's no money in that offer, okay? And I could make a whole new video on this, but I'll just give you the quick summary. You wanna make sure that your offer falls into the holy trinity, the three pillars of internet marketing, which is health, wealth, and relationships. If your offer isn't making anyone more money, if your offer isn't helping someone's relationship or helping their sex life, date life, whatever falls in that relationship category, or if it's not helping them improve their health or like lose weight, then you're probably not in a good niche, okay? So remember, health, wealth, relationships. If your offer doesn't fall in any one of those three, probably not a good offer. So remember, Pinpoint competitors. Find the competitor. Whoever your top competitor is, whoever the top person in the space is, that's like your current ceiling. So if there's people in your niche that aren't making that much money and that's like the top, the creme de la creme of that niche, then it's probably not a good offer to pursue. So after you pinpoint your competitors, you've proven that there's actually money in that niche, you want to refine your messaging, okay? And all this really means is make good content. But I had to call it refine messaging because it fits the R in this framework, okay? But just make good content. So what we did is once Her Last Call found out, who the competitor was, who was making the most money in the niche, we're like, all right, this offer is gonna print because there's people making money with this offer. Then we started creating content, okay? So luckily she already had a bank of content and we already knew what type of content was working, but we kind of went all in on it. So we started creating content targeting girls that were working sales jobs already. I'm talking like bartenders, servers, bottle girls, those types of girls, right? They're already in the sales vehicle, but they're in a vehicle that's not gonna pay them as much as being a closer, as being like a closer for a course creator. They already have the skill set, but they're just not in the right sales vehicle. So we started creating all our content talking to that specific avatar. So let's say, for example, you have a fitness offer. You identified the top person in your space that has a fitness offer, right? And you're like, okay, that proves that there's money in this niche. But you specifically wanna launch a fitness offer that targets entrepreneurs and you wanna show them how to work out, how to get workouts in less time and how they can work out with no equipment. Because these entrepreneurs are always traveling. Sometimes they don't have access to big gyms. So you wanna create a program around how they can work out with little to no equipment. You would then refine your messaging around that. Like, hey, do you travel a lot? Do you have fitness goals but feel like you're being set back by your traveling schedule? You would create messages like that using the hook story offer or hook value offer framework that Russell Brunson teaches, and that's gonna attract your target avatar, okay? So that's step 2. Remember, pinpoint competitors, then refine messaging. Then after that, after you create a bank of content by refining your messaging and targeting your avatar, you want to organize a launch. So what I do with all my clients is we never run ads. We never run ads when we first start working together. We do a 2-week promo to a webinar all organically, okay? And we use that webinar to prove whether this offer is gonna rip or not, okay? So with Her Last Call, once we found the competitor, once we refined the messaging, we then planned a 2-week launch where for 2 weeks, Alexis posted content every single day. She even went on TikTok live every single day and she promoted this event that she was doing. This event can be done on Zoom, it can be done on Webinar Jam, it can be done on any like video streaming platform. I recommend those two though, Zoom Webinar or Webinar Jam. And every single one of her videos, well, not every single one, but most of them had a call to action at the end that would be like, hey, if you want to learn more, click the link in my bio. I'm hosting a free training on this date, okay? So if you have a fitness offer, maybe you make a video on how they can burn 500 calories in less than 30 minutes. And then at the end you say, hey, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to learn more workouts like this, you want to learn how you can stay shredded shredded while traveling. I'm hosting a free training specifically for entrepreneurs where I'm gonna be teaching you these strategies. It's on November 15th or whatever the day is, right? You invite them and you organize a launch. You invite them to an event. So that is step 3 in the PROVE framework. Next, you have a value presentation, which is basically a webinar, okay? You do the event that you invited them to on that day, and you provide as much value as you can, and you break all of their limiting beliefs. So every limiting belief that someone would have to getting into sales, for example, for her last call, every limiting belief that a woman would have about getting into sales, we broke it in this presentation. And we gave them extreme value, so much value that really, if they didn't buy the offer at the end, they could have still landed a client. In fact, a lot of girls did. A lot of girls didn't even buy the damn course at the end and fucking landed a client, scammed us. Okay? So do a value presentation, give so much value that they literally don't even have to buy from you to go and make money or go and lose weight or whatever it is that you're promising them that they can do, right? And what this is gonna do is it's gonna create goodwill. By the end of your presentation, when you give them the opportunity to work with you through your course, coaching, whatever it is, they're just gonna wanna do business with you. Like if they're financially ready to invest, they're gonna invest. The only people that won't invest are people that literally don't have enough money. And you can take care of them too with financing, buy now, pay later services like Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay. But again, it's a whole nother video. So do the value presentation, pitch at the end. And if you do a good job with this presentation, and again, I highly recommend you read the book One to Many. I'm actually gonna get it. Highly recommend you read the book One to Many by Jason Fladden. He's done over $100 million with webinars. Guys, this book right here built my 8-figure business. Like this book's like 10 bucks. Worth $30 million, all right? So go and read this book. It's a step-by-step guide to webinar mastery. And this book will help you do this value presentation, okay? Once you read this book, you'll have everything you need to make sure that you convert people on this presentation. And then the last step is to evaluate your conversion, okay? And here's what I mean. Once we find out who our competition is and we validate that our offer actually is in demand, and we refine our messaging and we start posting content that gets views and gets people interested and gets people curious, and we organize a launch and we start inviting them to that launch and we promo it for 2 weeks, and we get people in the room and provide them a valuable presentation and we pitch our offer at the end, we want to look at the numbers. We want to evaluate the conversion, okay? If when you do that presentation to your organic audience, you don't have at least a 7% conversion rate, you really want like a 10. You really want a 10 or higher since it's organic, right? If you don't have a 7% conversion rate, but really shoot for a 10, but we'll go with 7. If you don't have at least a 7% conversion rate, then that means your offer isn't good, okay? Because keep in mind, when you run paid ads, when you take this to scale, your conversion rate is gonna be much lower than it was to an organic audience, okay? Right now, I convert around 7 to 10% on cold, on paid ads, which is really, really, really good. But again, you wanna go through this framework and at least convert 7 to 10% on your organic audience for you to then understand whether you have a good offer or not. But if you follow this whole framework and you are able to get at least a 7% conversion rate, that means you have a good enough offer to keep pursuing, and you can iterate it as you go on to make it even better and even better. And I'm gonna give you guys a bonus tip, just because I fuck with y'all, just because y'all are still watching this video. Here's the bonus tip. And this right here might be the most valuable thing that I dropped in this whole video, so make sure you keep watching. And while you're at it, like the video, because I wasn't even supposed to do this bonus tip, but I'm gonna do it anyway. You actually don't have to have the course recorded to make money on the webinar. You see, where Her Last Call, which is one of the top businesses on WAP right now, which if you haven't chosen a platform to launch your course on, I could recommend WAP. The link is in the description to go and create an account on WAP. Those guys are amazing and they help you every step of the way. So there's not really any other platform where you can sign up and you immediately get an account manager and they're helping you. So highly recommend you guys get on WAP. But Her Last Call, which is the program I'm talking about in this video that did over 6 figures in less than 26 days in profit. When we did the webinar, guess how many videos we had done? If you guessed anything more than 0, you're wrong. We had 0 videos done, okay? But what we did is at the end of the webinar, we told the people watching, hey, listen, this program isn't out yet, but what we're gonna do is everyone that buys tonight, you're gonna get a discounted price, and we're gonna live drip 1 video every single week starting next week. And what we've been doing is what we did right after the webinar is we created the whole outline of the course, and we were like, you know what? We're just gonna drop video by video by video, week after week after week after week. And what this allowed us to do is it allowed us to implement this framework with no delay, okay? Because you might be watching this video and you're like, Will, I really want to implement this framework. I really want to make money with this, but I don't have a course out yet. You don't need one out. Just create the outline, and on the webinar, tell everybody that the course isn't out yet, but it's coming out, and you're going to be dropping 1 video a week. And it's actually better that way, because on those presentations that you're going to do via Zoom or whatever you're using to host them, these people can attend and watch you do the presentation live, the videos live, and they can ask you questions at the end. So that's what we do at Her Last Call. We didn't have a curriculum ready, but we're live dripping it 1 video a week, and the girls have the opportunity to ask questions at the end, which actually makes it a better experience for everyone. And then as we do these trainings week by week, we just download them, we save the recording, and then we upload it. So we're literally creating the curriculum live with all the members, okay? So that's bonus tip right here, because success loves speed. So don't be someone that watches this video and makes an excuse like, Will, this is such a great video, but I'm gonna do this in 6 months because I have to go buy a camera, I have to go record the course, I have to do this, yada, yada, whatever. Don't delay it, okay? The biggest killer of big dreams is delay. So just know you have everything you need to go and do a 6-figure launch. I just gave you everything you needed in this video. If this video was good, please like the video, okay? I'm trying to hit 100K subscribers on this channel, and I can't do it without you. So please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Oh, and actually I almost forgot, if you're watching this video, you like this information, you wanna learn how I can help you scale your coaching business using this exact framework. You wanna see this framework live, and really be able to take notes and really be able to funnel hack me? Or in the description, I have a link that you can click that'll take you to a webinar funnel opt-in to watch a training of me doing this framework live. And at the end of that training, I have an irresistible offer for you where you're actually gonna be able to learn from me hands-on on how to implement this for your business, and how I've taken multiple people like David Omari, Carter Cofield, Bees, Dion Coopwood, Dantes Akram, and the list goes on, from 5 figures, some 6 figures, to 7, 8 figures, okay? And I can do the same for you. I've done it in multiple niches, all the way from reselling sneakers to taxes to clothing line businesses, YouTube automation, Her Last Call, getting women into sales. Any niche you can think of, I've scaled it. I can help you scale your niche too, your offer too. So click the link down below in the description and register for that training. Would love to see you there.